Fernando Bruchetta. He's from Brazil. Company Rastreasul.
Started with Escort solutions since 2020. We've already using some sensors since 2013. Our focus is actually on fuel level sensors with Escort, but we are also using the angle sensors. We find it very nice.
To monitor the RPM or just the direction?
Generally, the client needs only the information of it's just mixing or it's delivering the concrete, so just the direction. Employees of him was maybe distributing some concrete to some people that they shouldn't. They have gave us some real good results because they say that it's working.
People using fuel level sensors, do you convince the clients to try fuel level sensors?
Here in Brazil, we don't have this culture of using fuel level sensors. I suppose that we are like, I don't know, one of the 3-5 companies that works with the solutions here in Brazil. Generally, we think it's easy to approach the clients because the fuel is very expensive at the moment. I think it's a global warning. This some companies even spend more than 50% of their costs each month about fuel fillings.
So today we are hosting this interview with Fernando Bruchetta. He's from Brazil. He represents his company that is called Rastreasul. Fernando and our company, we have been in this relationship for how many years? 2-3 years?
We have for actually 2 years. We started with Escort solutions since 2020, but we've already using some sensors since 2013. So we have some actually good experience in dealing with this fuel sensors actually.
Okay, and I think that you mainly focus on the fuel level sensors when it comes to
what we
offer in particular.
Yes, our focus is actually on fuel level sensors with Escort, but we are also using the angle sensors. We find it very nice. It's working very good with some clients. We are basically using only with concrete. So in mixer trucks, we are using basically DU-BLE. And it's working very good, very nice. We are having very good, solutions with these clients.
Mm-hmm. Do you use those sensors, the DU-BLE, to monitor the RPM or just the direction in which the
Yes, we are using also for RPM because the platform we use can also give this information for the client. Generally, the client needs only the information of it's just mixing or it's delivering the concrete, so just the direction. But we have both informations for the client, like the medium, maximum, RPM. This information we can give him too.
Have you been able to spot any difference in what is spent on every how should I put that, on every batch of cement that is used before the sensors had been installed and after?
The client actually didn't give any results for us, but before this, we already have some conversations. And one day the client told us that he was, he had doubts because he thought that some employees of him distributing some concrete to some people that they shouldn't. Mm-hmm. So they maybe have some thefts about concrete. He couldn't give us, a concrete version because they didn't have proofs before that they were stealing their concrete, so they have gave us some real good results because they say that it's working. They have all the information that they need, and he thinks that this is enough.
Yeah, after the installation of the sensor, always the problems disappear, maybe, because
they didn't have actually real proof that somebody was stealing their concrete, but everything's fine right now at the moment.
Yes, because I think nobody wants to steal concrete or even fuel if they are seeing a sensor there. So,
yeah, probably not.
So one of the main facts is that when we install the sensor, the operators stop stealing or fuel or concrete in the moment. Yes.
Yeah.
So Fernando,
We agree. Totally agree.
what about in Brazil? People using fuel level sensors. Let's talk now about fuel level sensors.
Oh, yeah.
What about this? How do you convince the clients to try fuel level sensors?
Yes. Okay. Well, as I was talking before, we started using fuel level sensors since 2013, but we started our partnership with Escort since 2020 because we found really great that Escort have BLE sensors, so it's wireless sensors. We don't have to do a lot of maintenance. The sensor is always working, so it's a really good solution. And this gave us some really new solutions, because before we could only use some trackers that needed to have RS-232 and this kind of interfaces. So we really need before to have some more expensive trackers. So with Escort, we have some new solutions we can use right now. For example, Teltonica trackers that it's cheaper. The installations we do right now, we spend some less time than we used to do before. So the solutions are even better right now with Escort.
And the final client, an owner of maybe 15 trucks, are you trying to offer them this product, the fuel level sensor? They are asking for the product, or you are offering the product? How is the fuel level control culture in Brazil?
Yes, generally we are offering because, as I was going to say, here in Brazil, we don't have this culture of using fuel level sensors. I think that also, Brazil is very long country. It have a really big area. It's one of the biggest countries in the world. We don't have this culture here. We don't have it. I suppose that we are like, I don't know, one of the 3-5 companies that works with the solutions here in Brazil. There are almost no any company that works with fuel level sensors, and it's actually sometimes really hard to sell the solutions for the clients because we don't have this culture. So nobody knows the solutions. People sometimes get worried about if it will work, but we have results. We know about the quality of the products, and we know that it works. And right now that we have some real, actually big clients that are very known here in our area, it's easier to sell this product. It's getting easier. So I suppose that these solutions is going to, appear even better in the future.
Okay.
Well, I think what Antonio has been trying to say is that in the last interview that we had with Sergio from Antonio, Paraguay or Uruguay? Yes. Paraguay. I forget all the time. That's horrible, but that's how things are. So he said that in Paraguay, at least, and I think he also mentioned that he operates in Brazil partially because he has a partner there. He said that in Paraguay, you know your customers. You know that you can approach some company and offer them a GPS tracker and a fuel level sensor. Yeah. But in some other cases with other customers, you don't even do that. So that's our question, Fernando. Do you approach any customer with the same package that you offer, or you also have to navigate that sea more carefully because you know that some of them are going to be very on the fence regarding the fuel level sensors? Yeah,
generally we think it's easy to approach the clients or the possible clients because the fuel is very expensive at the moment. I think it's a global warning, this, Yeah. It's expensive everywhere. So generally it's very easy to approach the clients. We just need to know if they have, I don't know, heavy vehicles, because we are not working at the moment with gasoline and ethanol. Even it doesn't work. So we are only working with diesel but it's generally very easy to approach them. But the problem is not the approach, how we are offering. This is not the problem. The problem is because generally they are very, how can I say, skeptic.
Concerned.
Yes, they concerns a lot. They are skeptic because they don't know if it will work for them. But because of the price of the fuel, it's very easy to have some conversation about this, some way to not manipulate, but try to make them understand that this have value.
How do you actually propagate, so to speak, the idea of installing the fuel level sensors? Because the head of our marketing team says that any integrator, well, in his opinion, of course, should be investing about 30% of their revenues into the marketing, into some advertisement over the nets, on Google, some maybe other systems. What's your approach? What's your take on that?
Well, we have a lot of presentations about the solutions. We also invest a lot of marketing, advertisement, a lot of stuff like this, Facebook, Instagram, Google. I really think that the marketing here in Brazil is very good. So people who doesn't invest on this probably going to stay backwards. And this is basically one of the ways we approach in the clients. We have good presentations. We have a good marketing team here. We do some meetings with the clients, a lot of meetings actually, and try to to demonstrate to the possible new clients how does the things works, how the client can save money with some few solutions like Escort solutions.
Fernando, how about installing, for example, one demo sensor for the client?
Well, it depends. We generally try to do this. We always try to demonstrate to the client. First we're gonna have a meeting, but about giving them a demo sensor, we generally doesn't work like this. We generally try to sell the sensor for the client and give the access to the platform for free. So he will only have the investment of paying the sensor, and the other stuff it's by our, we pay the rest.
In your opinion, what's the main concern those customers usually have about the fuel level sensors that you need to address, and how you actually do that? Do you use some videos or just presentations?
Firstly, is they doubt because they are very skeptic. If will the solution work? Will it make me save real money? This is first concern about them. If the product will work, if you not give them, some clients are sometimes scared about explosions, but we're sure that this will never happen. Basically, these kind of concerns will really give me some return about the investment, and will it work? Will it show me the volume of the tank, the fuel fillings properly, the fuel theft? So it's just about these questions generally.
What we are trying to investigate here is how, as the manufacturer of the sensors, we could actually lend you a hand with that. What tools we could come up with for you and give them to you so that it was easier for you to convince your end customers.
Okay.
So if you have any suggestions, please, Fernando, shoot.
I think that the first thing you need to know when you are working with fuel solutions is how can you control the fuel? Because there's a lot of ways we can control the fuel. For example, generally people are using CAN boost solutions, but they doesn't work properly when you're trying to manage, for example, fuel fillings, fuel thefts. It won't work as it should, as you want. You need accuracy for this kind of management. So the only way you can have a real solution for this is working with fuel level sensors. The only way you can control fuel fillings and fuel thefts is there's no other solution that can control instead of fuel level sensor. So this is one point we can tell our possible clients. And also with this solution, you can control the fuel consumed. So controlling fuel consumed, you know, the price that fuel is. Some companies even spend more than 50% of their costs each month about fuel fillings. So it's really a thing that you should control. You should manage the fuel, the fuel in general, you know, because we have clients that works with just trucks. We have stationary tanks. We have, I don't know how to say in English, but caminhão comboio, we say here, that this is a truck that distributes fuel in the machines that is working around the city, you know. So you really need to control the fuel. But you will only be able to explain the client when you know every solution that exists with fuel. So there's CAN boost, there's, you know, other kind of sensors that doesn't work that we already tried. There's people generally use a lot here in Brazil cards for fuel fillings, but we are not sure that this really works as it should. So
yeah,
we really believe
they can use the card, and then they can drain the fuel in the way, you know. So,
yeah.
So you have already installed 100 sensors. I think it's not bad. It is very good. So in this 100 trucks or maybe tanks, do you have any successful story of success resulting from the installation of this fuel level sensor in your country?
Yes. No, the clients have never bring to us any values like how many they saved or anything like this, but they are very happy with the solutions because on this
Fernando, you have to use this information to convince more people, you know, because
yes.
I think this is the best way to sell the sensor.
Yes, surely.
These people that is happy, these people that is saving fuel, that their companies are saving money, they are the people that can talk with another company, with their friend, you know. That friend has 50 trucks and he wants to save money too. He wants to, they will call you. So this is the best way to do the marketing for your company. They are going to make the marketing.
You know, I suspect that they are not sharing the exact numbers because they are afraid that you will charge them more next time they need the sensors. When you realize how much money they have saved by installing one sensor that costs them, well, next to nothing compared to what they have saved. So they're probably worried that, okay, they will come back and they will ask for more.
Or maybe they don't want to say it because they want to stay competitive. And for the competition, you know, another company like them will save money too. So maybe it's going to be a secret for them. They don't want to tell other people that they're saving money from fuel.
In all honesty, Fernando, what's your take on that actually? Because we are here with Antonio in Russia, we sell sensors. We'd like to think that things are like that, but you are there in the field, so to speak, communicating with them directly. What's your impression on that?
Yeah, no, you're right. Indeed, you're right. But we tried already to do some interviews with them and didn't happen, unfortunately. Yeah, it's, you know, a big reference, this client for us. We really need to make it work, to make this interview. We are waiting. Maybe next month we're gonna interview and do some marketing stuff about this client, because we really believe, like you said, this is probably the best way you can do marketing in a successful case.
We have actually run out of questions because we didn't want to make this interview that long. And Fernando, thank you for sharing your genuine thoughts on the matter.
Oh,
And you have been honest and open with us. For that, we thank you. Antonio, if you have some other question, perhaps feel
I
free
think
to.
no. I think being honest with us, it's better than say that, oh, we have been installing 1,000 sensors. It is better to be honest. And in my opinion, I think that anyway, the fuel is going to be expensive. This is a method that can help companies to save fuel. So I think it is a matter of time. What do you think, Fernando, with the future of the fuel monitoring in Brazil? Maybe the last question.
Yeah, it's going to grow, of course. It's going to grow. I really believe it. It's a good solution. We have the needs. The clients have the need of controlling the fuel. So I really believe it's going to grow here in Brazil, because people doesn't have the culture. So as soon as they start, seeing that it really works, they're gonna, start buying it, start
Send
accepting.
them to the Instagram. We are always posting interesting information, really, that they are going to say, oh, these people in Paraguay, they are saving money. These people in Mexico, this company in Mexico are doing a good job. Maybe I can try. So we have this Instagram growing up, and that's the target of the Instagram, to attract new people, new companies that are not, they don't know about the fuel monitoring, and we can teach them post by post.
Yeah, of course. Of course, it's gonna grow. We hope.
It sure will. Fernando, if you need our help with that customer, persuading them to participate in your interview, if we can help in English or Spanish. Antonio also speaks Portuguese a little bit, please. You let us know, okay? We will be here.
Okay, no, there's no problem.
Actually, I have a friend in Peru, and to convince the client, he always calls me, and I always talk with the final client. So if you need my help or Arslan, let us know. We will help you.
Sure, sure.
Thank you, guys. Let me take a photo on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, guys. We're gonna post it on Instagram.
Thank you to you.
It's been a pleasure, Fernando. Thank you for participating, and have a good day.
Have a good day, guys. Bye.